Hello and welcome back to the Football Rundown here with the Stockport County versus Harrogate video match preview. As I said, by the time this video goes up, either the Mansfield Town versus Notts County preview will be up or will be about to be up, so check it out on the channel for that one if you're interested in watching the Notts County versus Mansfield Town preview. It's a massive game tomorrow, and if you, like me, haven't been able to get a ticket for Harrogate away, give it a watch on Sky 12:30 tomorrow. It could be a really big game for us. As I say, because if we manage to beat Harrogate and results go our way elsewhere and Mansfield can do a job on Notts County, we could be sat top of League 2 by the end of the night. So that could be a massive game for us to watch if you can't get tickets for Harrogate like me. But if you have got tickets for Harrogate away, you know, you're one of, 400 or something like that. Make sure you enjoy the game, and hopefully it's an enjoyable game for you to go to. I really wanted to go, but it's just the tickets just sold out so quickly. So let me know if you were able to get hold of a ticket. Obviously disappointing if you weren't able to get a ticket, but I'm sure there were many who couldn't get a ticket due to just the small allocation that was given to us. But as I said, let's get into the match preview then. County against Harrogate Town. So second against 15th then in League 2. We've got some interesting bits of information about Harrogate Town before we get into talking about Stockport County. Harrogate Town, of course, 15th in League 2 at the moment. It hasn't been the best start to the season for Harrogate, but they have one of the smallest and oldest squads in League 2. The team with the joint fewest foreign players, interesting, scored 11, which is the joint lowest, and conceded 13. Their top league scorer this season is George Thompson, with 3 league goals. The 31-year-old has previously had spells at Kings Lynn, Town, Histon FC, FC United and Chester. So like I say, Harrogate haven't had the best start to the season, but then again, what would have been expected of Harrogate going into League 2 this season? If you're a Harrogate fan, let me know what your expectation was of your team going into the season in League 2. Was it to just hang around mid-table? Was it to avoid relegation? Was it to push for playoffs? What did you think was realistic at the beginning of the season, and how do you feel about where you are at the moment? I'm really interested to get people's opinion on that, because I don't really know what was expected of them. As I said, I had them in 21st in my pre-season prediction video. I don't know if that's underestimating, overestimating them. Are they expected to avoid relegation? I'm not sure. I don't know loads about Harrogate, I've got to be honest. So as I say, let me know your thoughts on Harrogate. What was expected of them? Are they where they should be? Are they underperforming? As I say, I had them in 21st, they're currently 15th. So let me know your thoughts on Harrogate and how they've been so far this season. Stockport, of course, find themselves in good form. 6 wins in 6 is a record. We haven't matched in the EFL since around 2008, I believe, and we could extend that to 7 wins in 7 with a win, of course, against Harrogate tomorrow. Are you confident we'll get a win, by the way? I think we will, so let me know your thoughts on that. Last time we faced them in February, we won 3-1 away from home with goals from Miles Hippolyte, Tanto Alafi, which incidentally might have been his first goal for Stockport County. I could be wrong on that, but let me know. I'm pretty sure it was his first goal away from home against Harrogate. For Tanto Alafi, of course, has been in fire recently, and of course it was Will Collar as well with the 3rd. So perhaps Tanto Alafi could look to continue that goal scoring form that he's been in recently with a goal again against Harrogate, which again I'm pretty sure was his first goal for the club, which was away against Harrogate. I could be wrong, but let me know your thoughts on that. Am I right? I'm sure there'll be someone in the comments who can remember that. So Harrogate away means low capacity. Wetherby Road holds just 5,000 people and seats just 1,000. This meant that the away allocation was very low, with Stockport County only being given around 400 tickets. Hopefully the lucky ones that made it can enjoy another win with plenty of action and goals, as if results go our way, we could make it top by the end of the day. We spoke about it already as well. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Can we make top spot our own by the end of the day? I'm certainly confident we can, but again, it's not all in our own control. It comes down to results elsewhere as well, because we are currently behind Notts County. But as I say, it's a massive game for Notts County against Mansfield. It is on Sky Sports. If you weren't able to get a ticket for Stockport County, I'm sure you'll want to maybe keep an eye on the Notts County game. I know I certainly will be over the weekend as well. Keep an eye on that game. Keep an eye on the results at League 2, make sure that Stockport County are getting a win, which I do fully expect us to get. So Stockport County, as I say, 6 wins in 6 at the moment. Fantastic form we've been in. Everything's sunshine and rainbows. Well, maybe not the weather, because we are approaching mid-October almost. But the big debate, I suppose, will be about what formation David Challoner looks to go with. Now we've got some senior players back and available, and we saw midweek, I know it was only the EFL trophy against Salford, but we did switch to we went back to a 3 at the back. I suppose the conversation will be, are we going to go back to a back three, or are we going to stick with a back four? Because for me personally, I think we've been much, much better since we've gone to the four at the back. I think that when we were playing the three at the back, we were quite obvious to work out, and some people would say playing the four at the back's quite obvious in terms of what we're going to do. But with the three at the back, it was quite obvious what we're going to do. We're going to try and stretch the play, use the wing backs, use the width, put crosses into the box, and it wasn't really getting the best out of a lot of our players. Since we switched to four at the back, and you could argue slightly forced because of injuries, but we've sort of played a bit more, then balls in behind a bit more. We've almost played two up front, but Louis Barry and Alafi have almost been playing, they played as strikers, but they've been playing very wide, and what they've been able to do is obviously playing them balls in behind them. You've managed to get Louis Barry and Tanto Alafi onto the end of them, and that's enabled us to score a lot more goals. So I almost don't want to see us switch back to a back three. I understand that the system might suit some of the players who are coming back, but my question would be, just because these senior pros are coming back from injury, do they necessarily deserve to come straight back in just because they're back fit again? Because the likes of Alafi and Louis Barry and Will Collar, as well, they've really suited the new formation, the new tactics, the new style of play. And I've got to say that I think that if we switch back to a back three again, I think we'd really struggle to get the same amount of goals as we have done out of Louis Barry and Tanto Alafi, because they don't have that space to run into the same. The style of play does become more about using the wing backs and putting balls into the box, crosses. That's not really what we've been best at over the last few weeks. We've been a lot better with, as I say, playing them balls in behind for Alafi, Louis Barry to run onto, and just let them run and just let them take on players, or just let them usually running into free space a lot of time, especially Alafi. That's where he's at his best, when he's got space to run into, he's got time, he can focus on finishing, and 9 times out of 10 recently he's been finding the back in there. So for me, I think it'd be a big mistake to switch back to a back three. I don't think David Chandler will. I'm just saying he did midweek against Salford. Again, it's only the FL Trophy. There's no saying he'll do it in this game, because again, in that game we did play a lot of the younger players. But just let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think we'll switch to a back three again? Do you think we should switch to a back three? Because I certainly don't. But as I say, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Switch to a back three, keep the back four, get involved in the comments on that. So like I say, Harrogate 15th in League 2 at the moment, Stockport County 2nd, just a point off top spot. I'm thoroughly expecting the County win tomorrow. I have to be honest, I'm not trying to disrespect the teams below us in the league, but at the moment we've got the quality, we've been really, really in form, and I expect us to continue that form with a win against Harrogate tomorrow. I do expect a few goals as well, hopefully another clean sheet, that's always key. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below about the match, what you're expecting, score prediction, who starts, and as I said, that formation switch. But I will go with a score prediction. I'll go with a 2-0 win for Stockport County. I'm hoping a few goals again, and hopefully a clean sheet again, and I'm hoping for a better performance than what we saw at Edgeley Park last weekend, because whilst we got the win, it wasn't particularly impressive. And if you're travelling away from home, you want to see a good performance as well as a good win. So hopefully Stockport County can deliver that. So as I say, get involved in the comments with your score prediction. Do you think we should switch formation? And are you going to the game? And if not, are you going to keep an eye on Notts County on Sky? Get involved in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and as always, thanks for tuning in.